Hey, it's Meg, and welcome to Meg Talks a Lot about true crime. Today, we're doing Signs of a Psychopath. As usual, you know the drill. But we are doing Season 9, Episode 8. Can you believe I remembered to look at the episode? I only did that because, I'm gonna go live on TikTok today. So, there's Tiger, as you know. Zoe's behind me. Major is right here, as usual. So, look at the nails. I did something different. They kind of cute. Whatever. Anyways, so we're going to go live on TikTok today. So, I'm going to record live. And we'll see how that goes. So, as you already know, I've already puff passed the evidence to myself and got as high as your hopes. I hope you did too. But since it is a Saturday night and I'm in a good mood, I made margaritas. If you're judging, stop right now, because I don't care. So, we're having margaritas tonight. And as you know, I have all white shit. So, let's hope we don't spill this. And that's why we have a straw. Because, every time I've drank out of the cup, I manage to, drip it down. And, my shirt is so cute, isn't it? Oh my god! It's so cute. If you want it, you can link it. Anyways, wait. If you want it, the link will be in the description. That is so fucking good. Yum. Okay, anyways. I'm not live yet, but I'm gonna go live. So, we're gonna go ahead and get the episode started. Let's get into it. Zoe's leaving us, because she said, fuck this shit. I'm out. Aw, baby, where do you want to lay? What's wrong? You want to lay over there with the blankets? Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm on live now, so we'll see how well this plays out. We're gonna watch a little bit of the intro. Normally I don't like to watch the intro, but we need a little bit of the backstory. So, let's get into it and watch the show. Thank you. So if I stop talking, it's because I'm
911, where's the emergency? Not emergency. Actually on the Belmar Bridge, right after heading south in the middle of the bridge, there's a car that's abandoned. Okay.
They're advising a day Sarah's turn. We did get a phone number for her. Her voicemail box is not set up. We are trying to find a better location of where she may be at.
Okay, now we can skip the intro. Okay, wait. I went too far. Okay. We're starting the show. So the cops are discovering an abandoned car, which is usually driven by a 19-year-old girl. The cops go to her house.
Hello? Hello? And we went through the whole house. There was nobody home.
Nobody's in her house.
Down in Florida. He was trying to get in contact with his daughter for the past day or so, hasn't been able to make contact. Said she's been hanging out with a Liam, who's a 19-year-old from Bradley Beach.
Is he a rich white dude? No offense. But some of them motherfuckers just get a little drunk sometimes and don't know how to handle themselves. Do you want to see my setup, guys? This is my setup. Isn't it cool? It's cool. Guys, I have food in my teeth. Oh, I think I got it. That would be great if I did. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, so she met up with this white guy. 19-year-old. from Bradley Beach. I don't know if that's like a rich area, but it probably is. So, we'll go from there. Okay, so they searched her house and didn't find her, so now they're going to his house. Hi, David. Welcome.
Is Sarah here by chance? No.
Okay, so he's there. He says that Sarah's not there.
I mean,
Sue, thank you for the follow. Dollar Bill, welcome. He was with her all day
you can reach out to it
until he went to work.
I haven't been able to find my cell phone.
But he lost his phone.
All day. I had mine on me, so. All right, keep looking for your cell phone, man, because
Interesting.
we're trying to find Sarah.
Thank you for the
What
follow.
was her mindset last time you talked to her?
Thank you, Dollar
I just
Bill.
know she's been trying to get away.
Thank you.
Told me she's going to Canada.
Trying to get away, okay? Canada.
Every time, no. Every time the boyfriend says they're just trying to get away, they need some escape, they need a vacation, yada yada yada, but they chose to go on their own, and this chose to go to Canada? I don't believe a word he says. He hung out with her all day. He lost his cell phone. And all of a sudden, she's going to Canada because she needs a break. I call. I'm going to have to edit all these curse words out on freaking YouTube. Anyways, let's keep going. Also, I usually show this because TikTok likes to restrict me a lot of the time. So if you know, you know. I do this on my YouTube channel. I don't actually record myself doing it, but that's what it is. My slogan is puff puff past the evidence, because I'm gonna get as high as your hopes, and I'm gonna figure out what happened. Okay, anyways, back to it.
Magatasney may not have expected the authorities to show up on his doorstep as quickly as they did, and it was the middle of the night. But he's got this very scripted response that he's prepared for the authorities, and he's not really showing any emotion. Most people hearing that a dear friend of theirs is missing, there would be a sense of panic or worry. We don't see any of that with Magatasney. What we also learn very quickly is that his phone is conveniently missing. This is a lot of information to be shared for someone who just in the middle of the night had his door knocked on and has just supposedly learned that his friend...
If you just woke up in the middle of the night with the cops knocking on your door and they're telling you that your friend is missing, the girl that you've been intimately involved with is missing, and you're just like, yeah, I was with her all day. And they're like, oh, can we check your phone? He's like, oh, no, I lost my phone. I've been calling it all day. Convenient. Very convenient. What a coincidence. And then all of a sudden, she needs a break. She told me she was going to Canada. You're telling all the shit after you just woke up? If you woke me up in the middle of my sleep, I can't have a decent conversation with you. If anything, I'm going to be angry as hell. I'm going to be mad. Don't wake me up. So, yeah, I still call bull. He was literally waiting. So, yeah, he's making all up or saying all the shit after he just woke up. I'm groggy. I'm not saying this. I think something happened to this girl, and conveniently, he knows what happened. So, let's find out.
And is missing.
Oh, is it UFC night?
Anything
Okay.
called the Neptune City or Neptune
Hi,
City?
Venezuela.
Okay.
Shut up. Hold the up. This guy guy was with her for the entire afternoon, just like said. And then he went to work. I don't know what he does for work. I don't know what time he went to work. But he said he was with her for the entire afternoon. But failed to mention that she withdrew $7,000 from her bank account. Who does that on a random day? Who does that? What the f***? Guys, I am live reacting to Signs of a Psychopath. If you know the show, put on this episode. It's season 9, episode 8. I am 4 minutes in. I've only made it 4 minutes in, guys. 4 minutes. So, there we go. Okay, let's find out what the f*** is going on.
You have to work today or you're off? I actually have supposed to have school all day, but I emailed all my professors and they said it's fine if I don't come in this week. What do you study there? Psychology. I want to pursue some kind of career in law enforcement. You do? Yeah, definitely. So we appreciate you coming down to talk to us. Obviously, we're very concerned about Sarah. And what's the extent of your...
I don't believe a word this dude says. He's like, I want to pursue a career in law enforcement. Like, he's trying to make the cops like him. And they're like, we ain't falling for
relationship? I would say we're pretty close friends. Was she ever your girlfriend? No. We actually, I recently believe that she could be a lesbian. She just seems really, like, immature.
What? What? The f***? He said, was she your girlfriend? And the dude's like, no. No. We? Who the f*** is we? We is not in the room. He is by himself. He's by himself. We don't know shit. He said, we believe she's a lesbian because she's immature. Being immature makes you a lesbian? Like, what the... That don't even make any sense. Not at all. She's immature, like, you know. She's not interested in that kind of stuff. Interested in what? What kind of like, not being interested in that kind of stuff makes her immature, which makes her a lesbian? This dude is lying right out of the literally. Let's get back into it. Because I get distracted.
You know, it's not interested in that kind of stuff.
I think there is an element of victim blaming in some of the narrative he creates for Sarah. I think he's still trying to keep two narratives going. One is that Sarah has committed suicide, and or that she's run off to Canada. And he's got to find motives for those. In contrast to how he criticizes Sarah and how he creates this really false narrative about this strained relationship and horrible relationship with her dad. He consistently tries to portray himself as this really nice and virtuous guy to the cops. He wants to be a police officer. He is, he's doing all these things to manage their impression of him.
I said that. I said that. So, homie's pretending that this girl, hold on. This is where we started. He was woken up in the middle of the night. Cops wake him up in the middle of the night, banging on his door. All of a sudden, he's woken up and he says, I was with her all afternoon, but then I had to go to work. And they're like, okay, can we check your phone? He's like, nope, sorry, I lost my phone. Conveniently, I lost my phone. I've been calling it all day. Okay. After he loses his phone, oh yeah, I think she really needed a break. She wanted to go to Canada. What the f***? Now, oh, I think she wanted to commit suicide. Bro, how many stories are we going to make up? How many stories are we going to make up?
Sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock. And Sarah and I talked about.
You stayed there the whole time after you went back to her house?
Yeah. We actually went up into her room and played some video games.
You haven't told us about the bank.
Yeah.
How come you haven't told us about the bank?
Well, I told him about the bank. But
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to the bank?
I said
I
that.
was with her. Way back from Taco Bell.
What?
How does he conveniently not mention to the cops, like, oh yeah, I would have said, she told me she was probably going to go to Canada because she needed a break. Earlier today, she even withdrew $7,000 at the bank. That's how you fabricate your lie. No, this dude left out the $7,000 part. Now he's having to cover his ass to figure out, oh, they found out she removed $7,000 from her bank account. It doesn't make sense. You're a terrible liar.
When she stopped at the bank, what did she tell you she was stopping at the bank?
Something to do for money. I don't know.
When he's confronted about one important detail, this trip to the bank, his answers suddenly become limited, they're monosyllabic, they're one word, and he doesn't really provide any details. He actually rapidly shuts it down by saying, I don't know anything about that. So he doesn't lie to them, he doesn't miss a beat, he acknowledges it, but he doesn't really account for the fact that he left that omission out when he was so detailed and specific otherwise.
Just hear me out. It doesn't make sense that you would do all these things
Same.
and you would go out to lunch
Same.
with her, and on the way back from Taco Bell, you would you would stop at the bank so she could take care of her money, and then you ask no questions.
But what would she be stopping at the bank for?
Volunteer. I want you to make sure that I want to give you the opportunity, okay, to be ahead of all of this.
Mm-hmm. One thing I want to talk to you guys about was if she did jump off the bridge, what are the odds that she's not somewhere all the way out in the ocean by now?
This mother just told on himself. I cannot believe this. He literally just told on himself. He said, what are the odds if she jumped off the bridge that she's in the ocean now? AKA, if I threw her off the bridge, is she so far in the ocean that y'all aren't gonna get her now? Or like, could she be still here around the area and you still gonna get her? Like, this dude is literally f***ing telling on himself. I can't. This is insane. I can't. What the
Did she tell you she was going to jump off the bridge?
No.
So he pulled it out of his
If she
ass?
had told me that she was going to jump off the bridge, there would have been no way that I could have gone to work that night.
There's nothing about that question that seems normal or usual or typical. It's got to raise flags for law enforcement as to whether McAtasney is manipulating them, whether everything he's been telling them is just a lie to try and throw them off the investigation, and really, at a minimum, what they're going to start to look more
This
closely
girl,
at is
no
his own
offense, looks
motivations.
bigger every
And
time I see her.
what he's really doing is trying to kind of put the pieces together for them, but what he's also trying to do is see what they know and what they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably wondering where we were going. Your dad is here right now. Your dad came down. Did you tell him that as you came, you told him that you were coming down here? I was coming here.
Mommy and Daddy showed up. Mommy and Daddy showed up. Mommy and Daddy showed up. So the interview is... Stop. Wow. He made up all this shit, saying all this shit. And then he said if she jumped off the bridge, would she be in the ocean by now? Right? And they said, did she tell you she was going to jump off the bridge? And he goes, no. If she would have told me she was going to jump off the bridge, I wouldn't have gone to work that day. Then why the f*** did you just bring up the f***ing bridge? I don't understand it. Oh my God. I'm going to take a break. Taking a break. I'm going to refill my drink. I'm going to, as you know, we're going to do. I hope you take a break. I'm going to take a break. We don't know and we're only 10 minutes into the episode. There's only 11 minutes left. I don't know what the we're going to do. So let's find out, okay? But let's take a break. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I will see you back later. Holy moly. Oh my God. Oh, that was a big hit. That was a good one. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was amazing. Heating pad on. I had to get up, so I had to take the baby off. The baby. Because I had to refill my drink, guys. And I got off of live. So, we're done with that. So, yeah. Major's the only puppy here with me. I woke him up by coughing. I was trying to raise my eyebrows to keep my eyes up, but fuck y'all. I'm gonna just let them hoes droop. So, I hope y'all took a break. Nanny, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry. I know you don't like me smoking. But it's just me. This is me. It's who I am. But I love you. So, I hope you subscribed and liked to my channel. If you didn't, and you can also go follow my YouTube channel. My TikTok channel. I got like 50 of them hoes, so pick one, go follow. So yeah. But probably my biggest one, because if you like to shop, go spend your money there, so I can make some money there. Okay. So, anyways, we're gonna do a little recap from what I can remember. And then we'll get back into it. I paused it at 10 minutes and 3 seconds. There's 11 minutes and 4 seconds left. we'll get back into it. The recap is homeboy right here on the screen, Liam, says that recap, Sarah's car was found on the side of the highway. I'm trying to drink this down a little bit so I don't spill it on my white blanket. Sarah's car was found on the side of the highway. Then they went to her house, didn't find her, so they were like, oh, she's seeing this guy named Liam, whatnot. So they go to his house and they wake him up in the middle of the night. And he's like scratching his head, all kinds of and he's like, first, I was with her all afternoon, we were hanging out. And then I went to work. And then he was like, oh, but she said she needed a break. So, like, I think she went to Canada. Then, what else is it? The cops find out that she had withdrew $7,000. Come on, Ty, jump up here, baby. Come here. Ty, come on, Bubba. Come on. You want me to pick you up? Okay, I'll pick you up. Let me make sure my hands are clean. Because we can't get nothing on the white. Okay, come here, baby. Come here. Let me pick you up. Come here. Oh my goodness. You're such a big boy. Oh. Okay, so. Where was I? Hi, stinky butt. Okay. Immediate hair on my face. It's like tickling my upper lip. And I hate when I can't find it. So, $7,000 out of the bank. $7,000 out of the bank. He failed to mention that he went with her to the bank. Ever. Right? Granted, if I was taking $7,000 out of the bank, I don't think I'd be telling my friend in the car, hey, yo, I'm taking $7,000 out of the bank. Even if we've hooked up before, you know? I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. Like, bro, I used to be a really trusting person. Now, I don't trust nobody. Nobody. It's the way you act. Y'all, I've had margaritas tonight, okay? Vibe with me. Anyways, then he says she wanted to commit suicide. So, like, herself. She was gonna go to Canada to do it? What she got in Canada? Like, what is in Canada? I would not, like, bro, that's, what? Okay, I get, like, wanting to go on a trip right before you yourself, but this is all too convenient because also, the cop said, is she your girlfriend? And he said, no. We have come to the conclusion, or something like that, that she's a lesbian. Okay. Who's we? You're the only person in the room. And he says, because she's immature. That makes her a lesbian, bro? What? And then he goes, because she wasn't into things like that. That type of stuff. Or something like that. Okay, because she wasn't into that type of stuff, it made her immature, which made her a lesbian. I cannot. So, We don't know what's wrong with her. We don't know what has happened to Sarah. But he said if she jumped off the bridge, what are the chances she would be in the ocean by now? Like, homie just told on himself. Literally told on himself. I can't. Bruh. Then they go, did she tell you she was gonna jump off the bridge? And he goes, no. So, like, where did it come from? That she was gonna jump off, like, where did her jumping off the bridge come from? If she never told you she was gonna jump off the bridge, where did it come from? Exactly. He told on himself. And everything these people are saying, I done already said. So, then his mommy and daddy show up and they revoke the rights of his interview because they request a lawyer. And so that's where we're at. We got 11 minutes and 4 seconds left. Ugh. Lord Jesus. This one's not even freaking me out. It's irritating me. He's the worst liar ever. Ugh. Look at that baby. That's the best margarita I've ever made in my life. And I'm spilling it. Oh shit. I'm fighting for dear life right now. I'm trying not to spill this on my way out. Okay, wait. I'm a little bit tipsy. So, anyways, we had 11 minutes, 4 seconds left. Let's get into it. Okay.
He informs detectives that
Before we get way into it, somebody else from their school comes to the detectives, and we're gonna find out what he says.
he had had a conversation with Mr. McAtasney about a week prior to Sarah's disappearance, and in that conversation, Liam describes how he would choke her out and then dispose of the body by throwing her off the bridge. A week later, this person disappears and her car is found on the bridge. It's tremendously alarming because,
Like I said, he told on himself. Ow, I just bit my tongue. He told on himself. What an idiot. I mean, honestly, I'm glad he did. But, bruh, people are f***ing dumb. If you're gonna commit a murder, be smart about it. Unless you just want to be caught. Also, guys, it is Saturday night. I made some homemade chili. I had some before the episode, like a little bit. But after the episode, I'm about to smash on some chili, okay? Chili. I'm about to smash on some chili. And I made it with bison. And it's gonna be bomb. Because I had it earlier and it was bomb. So now it's gonna be even more bomb. Okay, anyways. So, he told this dude what he was gonna do. Also, but like, these people are 19. In the interview, this dude, I thought he was like 30 years old. What the fuck?
as it seems as if perhaps Mr. McAtasney was sharing his plans.
It speaks to somebody who's far more calculated, premeditated, and manipulative. And while they may or may not have assessed McAtasney in that manner, they now are quite concerned. This speaks to not a 19-year-old who just wants to find his friend, but a 19-year-old who was calculating in every one of his interactions with law enforcement.
Please say yes. Please say yes. Oh.
Tell everybody don't hide from the cops. What happened? Dude, you can't blame me for doing this, right? I gotta fill you up real quick, alright? You're good. No disrespect, okay? I got the FBI on my head.
Where is the camera at? Like, oh, maybe it's on like the, ooh, shooty shoot. I almost feel that. Maybe it's on like the, is that one called your rear view mirror? Or is that one called your rear view mirror? Side view mirror? Rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. That mirror. There's probably a camera hidden there. So he doesn't know that they're there. I don't have any nails to bite on anywhere. I cut them all off. Because I couldn't stand how long they were at the moment. I couldn't cut my nails before. Now, I just don't want them long right now. So, anyways. Smart hiding the camera. Hopefully you don't. But anyways, let's go.
Ass, dude. About what? Killing Sarah. They were up my ass. First it was just normal police. They were on my ass, and I had to go in and get interrogated by them multiple times. But then it kept moving up levels, and now it's a federal case.
Shocker.
Yeah. So you've been laying low.
It's like he's in his element now. He is coming in. He's kind of smirking a little bit. He's kind of proud of himself. And I think he is really, really eager to tell Anthony Curry what he's done. On the one hand, it's bragging a little bit at the beginning.
Well, he already told his friend what he was going to do. So now that he's done the deed, he's going to go tell him about how it actually went. But, obviously, the cops aren't dumb, for one. Thankfully. To these puppos. Because some of them are... I'm not even going to talk about it. Second... that sounded like a T. Second... He's already told on himself. So, like...
One of the things that we see here is this kind of grandiosity, this sense that I'm so smart, I'm so important, I'm such a planner, that I can do these things and get away with it.
You've been laying low, I guess. Oh, yeah. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part of it is, I thought I was walking out 50 grand, 100 grand in my pocket. She had one safe, and she took money out, and she only had 10 grand. What, do you have it hidden? Yeah. Where'd you hide it? First it was in my house for a long time, but then I stopped trusting Preston. Yeah, what's the deal with Preston?
Also, you may hear Major snoring. My little baby over here snoring. Zoe and Tiger are not in here, but Major is, and he is snoring as usual. And I need to move this glass so you can read my chart. If you want to buy it, let me know. I also do custom designs. So, the link is in the description. Anyways, he thought he was getting 50,000, but he walked away with 10. So he made her go and take out 7 before she died. I want to know what he did to make her go and take out 7 grand by herself.
You end up like helping me? Oh yeah. Dude, tonight we just tried to rob a...
Oh my god. Is Preston his roommate? Like what? Are they... Preston is his roommate. And now he doesn't trust him. So, he's keeping all the money for himself. Y'all, check my teeth. There's blueberries in my drink. And, I swear it keeps getting in my teeth. Okay, anyways. And now they tried to rob a drug dealer, so. They are some losers. Loser. Loser. It's the way you act. Okay.
Drug dealer together. We were down there. We were gonna steal this guy's safe. And we get to the house, and he moved. He's not at the same house. This is Preston's thing this time.
You were gonna steal someone's safe? You were gonna steal someone's safe? Did the dude have the code to the safe? Like, people don't realize. It depends on what kind of safe it is, I guess, but I mean, if you're going to the lengths of stealing someone's safe, they better have some money in that. But Sarah was his whole thing because the safe thing was Preston's whole thing, so whatever.
Sarah's whole deal was my thing. But I had planned Sarah's situation for me to be interrogated by cops. Like, that was whole part of my plan to make me look not guilty.
But instead you made yourself look guilty because you told them that she was... If you asked them, not told them, you asked them, if she were to jump off the bridge, would she be in the ocean by now? That question would not implicate you if you had said, when they asked you, point blank, they said, did she mention jumping off the bridge to you? Because you claimed she wanted to commit suicide. And she was going to go to Canada. But you failed to mention she took out $7,000. And you said no. You said no. Y'all, my straw is massive. I need to get like little cocktail straws. I swear. Look at the fucking thing. Everything is big. It's huge. But honestly, I can keep my drink far away. I feel like Cruella de Vil. Instead of a cigarette, it's a margarita. Anywho. Yeah. So now he's saying, I planned what to say to the police during my interrogation to make me not look guilty. But you said she never mentioned the jumping off the bridge. But then you mentioned her jumping off the bridge. Okay.
McAtasney is continuing to talk freely with his friend Curry about what actually happened in the crime. But what McAtasney also doesn't care about is his co-defendant. He now has implicated an additional party, Preston Taylor, who was involved in the crime. And what we also see, classic to somebody with very superficial emotions and connectedness to human
Not both of these mother truckers on the side of her. Oh my god.
beings, is McAtasney has the audacity to not just talk about the crime so freely and openly with his friend and to implicate another party, but he actually has the audacity to complain about the amount of money he ultimately got. He thought this was going to be a big payout of a job, and it wasn't.
Yeah. And the worst part is, we threw her off the bridge, and the body never showed up. Yeah. And, dude. Alright, so I'm hanging out with her. She has...
We threw the money off the bridge. We threw the money off the bridge. We threw the body off the bridge. Didn't I tell you he told on himself? You just told this dude you practiced what you were going to tell the cops, but you ended up telling on yourself. No one in the world thought she was suicidal but you? Dude, the fact that you thought anybody was going to believe this bullhickey ass story is mind-blowing.
We went to the bank. She took some money out, not all of her money. We're counting it out, and then she goes to walk out the front door. I choke her out, drag her. My biggest problem was the dog. And her dog laid there and watched as I killed her. Didn't do anything. Her dog.
That is diabolical, bro. That is diabolical. That is diabolical. Let me put my drink down real quick. Let me put my drink down. Real quick. Make sure my hands aren't dirty. Let me go ahead and wake him up real quick. Don't you ever in your life lay down and watch me die, okay? Don't you ever. Major's like, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Zoe Marie, I just want you to know, don't you ever in your life lay down and watch someone kill me. Okay? You do not watch me die, okay? You do not. You beat them persons up. Yeah. You protect your mama. Okay? Mwah. Okay, go play. My dogs ain't doing that, okay? I was gonna get Tiger, but he's over there playing with Zoe, and I don't have time. So, we're gonna keep going.
She like screaming, or you had her so tight that it was like she just herself and you lose control. Said my name, and then that was it. And then she was just laying there having a seizure or something. So then I got a shirt and I just shoved it down her throat so she wouldn't throw up or anything, and held my finger over her nose.
Oh my God, no.
Set a timer. That's the only time I had my phone. And it took me like a half an hour after I hit start. Only time.
It's absolutely a dehumanizing description. The strongest emotion I'm picking up is this sort of annoyance. The 30 minutes struck me as something that I didn't really fully understand. The idea that he may have been sort of gathering information for future crimes. This was not the first time that he was going to end up having to do something.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you joking? This is a joke. This guy cannot be serious. This episode started out so slow, and 5 minutes back from the break, I am completely mind blown. Like, what? I can't with this guy. I literally can't. I can't. And he set a timer on his phone? How diabolical can you be?
Like this. It's certainly possible.
And I didn't get a lot of money, but I had enough money to just be like living comfortably in my house, tripping, throwing parties all the time. I don't feel any different, and I don't think about it.
You know how I get when my neck gets tight and stressed. What? Also, if you hear like minor growling, it's Zoe playing in the other room. What? This kid is 19. He looks so normal, like this average blonde-haired popular kid. And so does this little Preston guy. They were 19 in 2017. How old was I in 2017? Thankfully, it only hit the blanket. The chair is safe. I was too distracted. This blew my mind. This blew my mind. He just talks about it like nothing even happened. We just tossed her off the bridge. Like she was just a piece of litter. Like a gum wrapper. Off the bridge. And then he's like, I don't even think about it. I just wanted money to like live comfortably and throw parties. I want to live comfortably too, motherfucker, but I ain't gonna go kill people. I literally can't. I literally cannot. Oh my god.
You gotta lay it out for us as to why it happened, right? And why he did what he did.
Before we even get into these interrogations, if I were Preston, I would spill everything. I would throw that motherfucker under the bus so fast. It wasn't even funny. Also, if you see my little pimple right here, because she's shining hard as okay? Just ignore her, okay? Just ignore her. I had a pimple patch on her, and I took her off for this episode, but the only reason I'm wearing a hat is because I didn't do my hair. I didn't feel like doing my hair today. And I got a lot of hair, so, yeah.
He says that she had anywhere from upwards of $50,000 to $150,000 left to her in cash from her mom. They did a pretty good job of convincing me that she had covered everything up. Just a while.
The common denominator between McAtasney and Taylor seems to be their interest in money. And there's certainly an antisocial component of that, you know, the focus on the money and an absolute absence of focus on the person involved and the fact that it would entail killing somebody. Hurting other people doesn't seem to be a big reservation on either of their parts.
Yeah, no shit. Never mind about Preston. How many safes did she have?
Liam dragged her over to the car and sat her in the passenger seat.
Okay. And how was she positioned in the car?
Sitting upright.
Did she have a seatbelt on?
No.
If somebody were driving down the road and looking into that car, what would they see?
They would have seen Liam driving a car and Sarah assuming that she was asleep in the passenger seat.
My fucking heart. Oh my god, this poor girl. All because she had money. She had a little bit of savings. A little bit of savings. and she met the dude. Don't tell the dudes about your savings. Guys, girls, don't tell, just be private, be private. He thought he was getting $50 to $1,000. $50 to $100,000, and he got 10. He got $10,000. God dang it! I hope I got it all. He got he thought he was getting $50 to $100,000. He got 10. What a loser. You're a loser.
Can you please explain and demonstrate and show where you were located when you and Liam had thrown Sarah's body over the bridge?
Liam had her by the shoulders and hoisted her up onto the railing, and then I pushed her feet over so that she was going over the rest of the way.
And are you confident that her body went over the bridge?
Yes.
Monotone, even voice, no emotion, just a flat description, just a narrative.
He wanted to tell that story. That's him. He wasn't trying to be a snitch. He wasn't trying to be, oh, I'll tell you what happened just to get less time. He wanted to tell that story. He wanted to tell the story. Because that's just how psychopathic he is.
Kind of in line with the way psychopaths experience the world. Devoid of emotion, just facts, just a narrative. If you look at the entire sort of crime as a whole, it was a means to an end. They needed money. This was a way to get money. That money was going to run out. This would have been repeated had they not been caught. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sentence Preston Taylor to 18 years in the Monmouth County in the state prison, and that's subject to the No Early Release Act, meaning he will have to serve at least 15 years before becoming eligible for parole.
One, from head on, Preston looks normal. From the side, I have a very defined, that has like a, it's just like, it just goes, I can't even do it. I don't even know if I can do it. I don't even know where you do it. Where your neck at, bro? I mean, where your chin at, bro? Whatever it's called. Where your chin at, bro? Oh, I'm so pissed. Ugh. I wanted to think that he just got manipulated into the situation. But no. No. He was proud to tell what happened. He was proud to be a snitch. But also so he could get a lesser sentence. And it pisses me off so much when bodies are not found. That grinds my gears. Okay. Liam maintains his innocence?
When we opened weeks and weeks ago, that it was going to be shown to you that it was fantasy, that it was an audition, that Liam McIntyre made it up for Anthony Curry, the horror film director.
Consistent with what we see in psychopathic individuals, the failure to take responsibility for his own behavior, McIntyre at this point is grasping at straws. But what we don't see is any humility or shame or discomfort about how outlandish this story is. He has zero shame. He has zero discomfort about this ongoing lie that he's perpetuating, and it really speaks to how much he discounts and disregards other people and their intelligence.
I cannot stand when people's bodies are not found. It literally hurts my soul. Their murders hurt my soul. Death hurts my soul. But not being able to find the body and bury your person hurts my mother soul. I can't. Oh my god. Also, you thought that just because your friend was a horror film major, that this is what he wanted to hear? I mean, thank you for your idiotic mindset. But you were a dumbass before when you told the cops. I don't even know why I bleeped myself out of the word cops. When you told the cops that, or when you asked the cops if she jumped off the bridge, would her body be in the ocean by now? Like, you told on yourself. You told on yourself. But they still figured it out. They still figured it out. Now you're spending life in prison. And by the time they showed those court photos, like the court photos, he looks completely different. In the interviews in the police station, he looked way older than he did in the pictures. But when they showed the court photos, he looked so much older. Like, I can't. This is why I don't trust people. Anywho, on that note, next week, drum roll please, we're having a special guest. Sorry, I had to burp. And it's gonna be a fun episode. I may be a little, but it's gonna be fun. So, I already know what episode we're doing. Signs of a Psychopath. I know it's called Bonnie and Clyde. I think it's season 8 or 9. Go look it up. Google it. It's called Bonnie and Clyde. If you want to watch it before, please do. If not, I don't give a bit. But I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you guys.